Hello, everyone. Alright, so I want to talk to you guys about something. Um, it's about our country. You see, everyone, our country, our country is getting out of hand. That everyone's turning against each other. It's 2021. You really think that everybody would have moved past the whole thing with racism and slavery and statues and all the other things? What I'm saying is everyone's turning on each other about race, ethnicity, or language. Oh, you need to assimilate to this country. You need to speak English. You know, you're this, you're that. Oh, it's race this, race that. Not everything's about race. Now, there's certain things that are because of slavery and how blacks were treated again by whites. See, my ancestors, anybody who's black and anybody of color, listen, hear me out. I apologize for what my ancestors have put you through. I'm apologizing because I'm white. Now, the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm white and my ancestors did a lot of bad things that they were not supposed to do. It's just which would be illegal today to do because it is illegal to own slaves in America. It's illegal to own slaves in other countries too. Now, there's countries like Iran, Iraq, Russia, China that if anybody speaks out or has equal rights in other countries, bam, they would get deported, put in jail, or killed, or whatever. Well, sorry, I'm watching TV right now. I'm watching a TV show called What Would You Do by John Quinones. If you guys have heard of it, comment below. But I'll tell you guys this. Even if you are black, you shouldn't be saying the N word because there's bad things there's history behind that word that your ancestors went through that I don't think they would appreciate you using that word. My ancestors shouldn't be using it either. Nobody should be using that word because of the history behind it. See, they say it's just a word. Okay, so if it's just a word, then why can't everybody say it? Why is only blacks saying it, nobody else saying it? That's hypocrisy right there. You're being a hypocrite because you're saying only your race of guys can say it, but no one else can. That's a hypocrite because you can't go around saying some of you might get offended by this. I don't care. You're getting offended. Yeah, it's not just a word. You're right. It's not. But my ancestors have already said it enough too. Your ancestors said it enough. How about we all just draw the line, not say it, move on, and go forward to the future. The past is the past, and you can't change it. You can't. Not even God Himself can change it. And God's not even on earth. But the thing is, what I'm saying is history. And my ancestors, I will hold my ancestors accountable if they do something to you. Trust me, I will hold them accountable on video. I would speak out, speak up, and not allow that to happen or continue. Because when I'm around, it's not going to happen. I really got to start speaking up for myself anyway. So, I mean, it's just we have to understand, yes, we're all human beings. Our America is never going to move past this if everybody keeps bringing it up or if everybody keeps on, doing this and that. And you can't fight racism. You can't fight to end racism by using the N word because it's just going to cause more tension. It's going to cause more hate, more anger, and craziness and protests and all that. So we all have to work on we have to all respect each other at the end of the day. We all have to. You can't fight racism. The N word has caused more racism than slavery itself. And that's a fact. If you look it up and Google it, the N word has caused more racism and division in America than any other country on the face of this planet. That's a fact. So, before anybody opens their mouth and says that word, think about what you're saying. Think about the history behind it. Think about how you treat somebody because that's how racism and disrespect can happen. It's like everyone's back at square one. So You know, it not just goes for whites or blacks. It can go for anybody, but mostly whites and blacks because of the history behind it. So, you know, nobody should be treated as slaves. Nobody should be treated like animals. Nobody should be treated like that. Nobody, you know, it's a terrible tragedy what Africans went through with Europeans. You know, Europeans had no right to do what they did. You know, they could have, you know, they could have founded their own countries or whatever, but they chose not to. They chose to go to other someone's land and do what they did. But we can't erase what Christopher Columbus did and all these other things because, yeah. That's all I have to say in this video, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're just missing, then you just don't understand. That's all I have to say. I'm out.